welcome back to the Hawea Grove. Keith here. This is episode 3. We're going on the road. So we've recently submitted for building consent. Today and over the next few days, we're going to go talk to some experts. We're going to go and speak to some people about energy efficient building and planning and designing, and environmentally friendly and sustainable materials. So first up, we're going to go and see Jessica from Hiberna. Jessica is a passive house designer and energy modelling expert. We've contracted Jessica and Hiberna to do an energy model on our plans. It's going to be real interesting to see what she's come up with and how close to the passive house standards we are. So Jessica, can you tell me a little bit about what goes into designing an energy efficient home?
Sure. So some of the more obvious ones that people will be more familiar with are really high levels of insulation in the building envelope, really good windows, pointing those windows the right direction, a really good level of air tightness, making sure there's no unnecessary leaks, and provision of a heat recovery ventilation system. And then the last thing that your house does really, really well is having a really good form factor. And what that means is that the larger the surface area of a building compared to its floor area, the more heat you're going to lose per square metre of useful space. For every corner that you add, you're adding not only surface area of the building, but also you're adding complexity in the junctions, and those are the places where the heat tends to be lost, and where you have the most problem with thermal bridging. And that's the last aspect of designing a really energy efficient house.
Yourself as Hiberna have done an energy report for us. And from my understanding, we came out as 28.2, I'm sure I'm saying this right, kilowatt hours per metre squared per annum.
Correct, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, that means that for every square metre of floor area per year, you're losing 28.2 kilowatt hours. So a kilowatt hour is the unit of energy that you'll see on your power bill. So if we were to compare that to, for instance, the passive house standard, which is 15 kilowatt hours per square metre per year, it's doing pretty well compared to that. It's also, if we were to certify it, we could certify it as a Passive House Institute low energy building, which is like Passive House Light.
Really interesting to see Jessica's straw bale house and discuss some of the differences between building with straw bale and building with hemp. So did you know hemp absorbs 4 times the amount of carbon than trees whilst it's growing? It also grows incredibly fast too. So if we want to move towards becoming a carbon neutral society in New Zealand over the next 10 years, hemp is one of the ways that we're going to be able to do that, for sure. Right now we're going to go and see Lockie and Joel from Hempcrete Construction. These guys built the first Hempcrete house in this region, and they're going to be building our house as well.
Come on in and I'll show you around. Hempcrete is it's a waste product from hemp seed and fibre manufacture. We take that product and we mix it with a lime binder, natural lime, and sand, and essentially we end up with a product that will set like cement. It's completely breathable and ultimately very strong, and builds a fantastic, breathable, strong wall.
Joel and myself have always been interested in natural building materials, straw bale, rammed earth, and then when we came across Hempcrete, it kind of ticked all the boxes for us. It had great insulating properties, it's very durable, hard wearing.
And it's carbon negative. I think we both feel a duty to the environment when we're building. Modern building is quite wasteful. There's a lot of toxicity, and Hempcrete negates a lot of that.
How easy was it to get this house through council? Being the first of its type in the district, we were a little bit nervous it was going to be difficult, but it was easier than we expected.
The council is trying to move towards a sustainable future, and they can see that current building practices aren't sustainable in a lot of ways. Halfway through the build, we invited the council, the processing team, and the engineering team that helped with this build to the site to come and have a look at how it was being constructed. And that gave them a really good insight. They could feel, they could see tangibly how it was going together, and at the end of it now they've got a really good understanding of what the product is. They're not just imagining it on paper and on plans.
So excited to be working with the Urquhart construction guys on this. One of the biggest differences between their last project and the Hawea Grove is that the hemp we'll be using will be grown and processed right here in South Island, New Zealand, rather than being imported. So tomorrow, we're going to take a drive up the country. We're going to go up to Canterbury, and we're going to check out where this wonder material is grown and harvested. Wow, that situation changed super fast. 2 days ago, New Zealand went into alert level 3, and tonight we're going into alert level 4, which is full lockdown of everything apart from essential services. So with so many travellers coming through this region and all the campgrounds and facilities closing down, we decided to open the gates here at the Hawea Grove and welcome a small group of travellers who didn't really have anywhere else to go. We have a crew of 8 of us from 5 different countries, and we've got a pretty awesome quarantine to see out this 4-week lockdown together. Woo, bring on Project Lockdown.